What's going on, everyone? My name is Jeff. So the markets took a pretty good step back today. Guys, I have spotted some stocks that I am definitely interested in, have not made a move on yet. And as a matter of fact, two of these stocks I already own, but I do feel like it is important for me to kind of share this with you guys. Some of this information and some of these stocks, anytime they get heavily discounted like this, that does not necessarily mean wake up tomorrow morning and immediately buy into these companies, but you definitely want it on your radar, okay? What we're really looking for here, guys, is deeply discounted stocks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through these three stocks that I noticed took a big hit today. I'm gonna kind of give you my commentary and tell you where I feel like some of these stocks become a buy, or are they already a buy, okay? So do me a favor, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate all the support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. So first up on the list, guys, is AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV, okay? Now this is a stock that has been on my radar for quite a while. I have such a strange relationship with this stock. It's always on my watch list, and yet I have never still got around to buying it, okay? It took a 16% drop today on some pretty big news, and I think that there is some very, very deep value here, even though it's gonna be kind of hard to judge where the bottom of this fall may be, okay? So AbbVie made its way onto my daily watch list actually about 4 months ago, and I noticed when it was trading in between the $70 and $80 range, guys, I started feeling like it was a very, very deeply discounted stock that I just simply never got the big drop off in the price. I felt like an opportunity to jump in from the investment side, okay? This is one I would like to add to my retirement IRA and kind of invest in slowly. So I did notice that over the past 3 to 6 months, the stock has just slowly been decelerating and slowly losing value, and I never seen the amount of volume come in to really push the stock back up. But today the stock got absolutely crushed and is now trading at $66.12, okay? Now, anytime a stock takes that big of a hit, there has to be some level of explanation for it, and there definitely is. Now, some stocks just get a little too hot and they start overheating, and that's why they lose value. We're going to get to a couple of those here in just a minute, but AbbVie poised to take out Allergen for more than $60 billion. And it was reported early this morning that AbbVie is in the final stages of their $188 per share bid for Allergen in a transaction valued at more than $60 billion. And as you can see, AbbVie was down 5% in pre-market and Allergen was up 30%. Now, I did find this very compelling. I've always leaned in the direction of tech, okay? And I do stay a little light in the healthcare biopharmaceutical area. So I'm looking at this as a very unique opportunity to jump in AbbVie while it's down. Now, how long does this stock going to stay down like this? I believe it is going to be a little while. I don't feel like AbbVie is just going to pop right back up to where it was, trading around the $70 to $80 range. Coming into today, it was at the $78 level, and so you have to think this pretty much took a $12 per share dive on this bid for Allergen, which if you were holding Allergen stock or you had calls on Allergen, you probably made a very nice chunk of money today. But I'm gonna look at the real discount here being in AbbVie, and now keep in mind, it was just a couple of days ago that they declared their $1.07 dividend. And now that's the quarterly payout, okay? You're actually going to get $4.28 per share of AbbVie every single year. So now the yield, as the stock price is coming down, that yield is going up. So again, keep that in mind. You're going to get a 6% return on your money, and that's only going to increase as the share price comes down. So I feel like there's some really, really deep discount here in AbbVie. And for the long term, I feel like this one is a buy now, but I also do not blame you if you want to wait off a little longer, okay? You're going to want to see how it trades for the next week or two, because market conditions could push this down even further. And as we all know, there's usually a pretty good merit in waiting and being patient. So I don't know as though I'm going to wake up tomorrow and buy into AbbVie, but it is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be adding very, very soon, okay? Very attractive here at the $65 level. So another stock that took a big hit today, guys, was Roku. This is a stock that I've been recommending as a buy since the $30 level, okay? You can go to some of my videos I've made around 6 months ago in December and January where I was giving Roku a buy rating on the $25 to $30 level. Now listen to me very carefully. Do not buy Roku here at 91 bucks, okay? The bubble is starting to pop, and I do believe this one is going to fall for a while. And I don't have any plans to sell my long-term position. I might buy some put options on Roku, some short-term puts, but I'm even a little iffy about that because I know that this one can equally explode right back to the other side. But Roku dipped 6.78% during the trading day, and then an additional 2.01% in after hours. And I guess to help appreciate or illustrate why that's a big deal, you just have to understand over the past month, it has run so hard, and really over the past 3 months, going back to May 7th when they reported earnings, they was still trading around $63, $64 a share. Took an immediate move to $80 a share, guys, and has not looked back since, okay? It's pretty much run straight to well over 100. And I know here towards the climax and the top of this stock got around $106 a share. Now I mentioned several times here on this channel, especially when it was approaching the $85 to $90 range, just give this time and it will cool off and it will start trading back down. Roku is one of my absolute most favorite stocks, my favorite positions, but this thing comes packed with volatility, okay? Especially if you look at the chart from over the past year, this would have been a fantastic buy 1 year ago. However, back in December when the market dipped down so low, you really had some opportunities to buy it on the cheap. But what goes up must come back down. And it does appear that this stock that has run from $64 all the way to well over 105, guys, it is going to start reversing a little bit. And that's why I encourage you right here at $91, I would not even think about taking an entry position in Roku, okay? Let it trade down some more, perhaps pick up some put options. I would be very, very careful shorting Roku though, just because I know, like I mentioned, it can explode in either direction very, very fastly. You cannot turn your back on Roku stock. Now this dip in Roku, guys, I feel like it is a lot more on the technical side. I believe that the shorts are starting to overwhelm the longs here, and it is all just kind of catching up for Roku. This article was put out on Tuesday that Roku slumped on fears the streaming device company is set to face stiff competition from Amazon after the e-commerce giant launched new smart TVs. Okay. And then in a sign that Amazon is starting to ramp up plans to bolster advertising on its streaming TV products and encroach on Roku's turf, the e-commerce giant launched 3 new smart televisions with support for HDR to the product line for the first time. Now, I do want to be clear about something. Roku has always been doubted. Roku has been doubted ever since they hit the IPO market. And then they come to their earnings report and blow numbers out of the water, showing massive growth. Of course, I did cover the last earnings report, and Roku has been dominant over all the tech giants and has really stuck its flag in the ground and claimed a lot of its space. However, from an investment standpoint, this straight run from $60 up to $105 feels very unwarranted. Does not feel like this stock quite deserves that big of a run. Let's let Roku cool off a little bit. Let's see that volume come down. Let the shorts get off of it. Let the put options cover and see it start to trade a little bit more like a normal stock again. Then we will kind of step back, take a look at everything, maybe wait for another earnings report to come in. But I still maintain my stance that Roku is a buy. I'm just not going to call Roku a buy here at $90. Not yet. Maybe the day will come where $90 will feel like a discount, but not right now and not in these market conditions. And then another stock, guys, that got absolutely hammered today is Shopify. This is a stock I also own. I own Roku and Shopify. Now, I've really been buying shares of Shopify and holding them since about the $125 level, okay? And then my lifetime gain on my position in Shopify is around 121%, even after today's big hit, and I felt like this one just simply was overheating. Okay, same deal as Roku. It traded up too hard, too fast. You know, the market conditions have changed. Some of the sentiment changed today, and so some of these big runners started to see a reversal. Shopify lost $27 share value, and that come out to 8.91%. So the shares of Shopify, guys, they came back 9%, actually traded down even a little bit more than that today. The e-commerce service company got poor marks. Okay, so Wedbush cut its rating on Shopify from buy to neutral and reduced its price target by $35 to $270 per share. Now, this is the part I really want you all to tune into, is that yes, you might not want to run out and buy Shopify here right at $284, but I do consider Shopify still a buy because analysts are still quite happy about the success of Shopify's business, and that including its ability to attract merchant customers seeking a competitive advantage over rival services. This is just a matter of the stock overheating, running too hard, too fast. Like I said, $200 of share price covered in 6 months. It's a little bit ridiculous. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I've been watching it very, very closely, have not bought put options on it, and kind of always been scared to, simply because I felt like buying puts around 250, but I was worried in the back of my mind it's going to run to 350 and then 4. You know, these stocks that stop making sense on how they're trading and they don't make any sense on the technical side of things, I tend to just stay away from them. Okay, I don't try to short them and I don't necessarily try to add to my position. This one is just a little too hot on both sides for me right now. Okay, but if you have not started a position in Shopify, I honestly think it is taking a little break and offering an entry point. But even here at $284, guys, I do want you to understand it is still up around 77% in the past year. So you might not feel like there is a real deep discount here just simply because this stock has run so hard, so incredibly fast. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for the video. Thank you as always for watching. Go down to the comments section. AbbVie, Roku, Shopify, which one is the best buy and why? Or tell me if you're not interested in all three of them. Share your opinion with me. I'm always interested in hearing that. Thank you as always for watching the video and have a great day.